Hey guys, I'm back at it again with another video. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So, excuse me, I'm having breakfast right now. I figured I'd just knock out a video before I have to go to work at 2 o'clock. Anyways, so it's another One Piece video, and have you ever asked someone if they watched One Piece and they're like, no, because it's too long? I bet you like 9 times out of 10, that's what they say. And me personally, I don't think it's too long. It's not long enough. 1 second. It's definitely not long enough. 1,155 episodes isn't enough. People saying it's too long, it's like, you think One Piece is long? Freaking Pokemon from Indigo League all the way to aim to be a Pokemon master. That has more episodes. Don't believe me? Google it. So, I don't know how long this video might be. It might be a little bit shorter than normal, but fuck it, we ball. I don't know if we're supposed to curse on YouTube, but oh well. But yeah, One Piece isn't long enough, but the thing is, it being a long show is what makes it great. Because first and foremost, when you start One Piece, you only get to start it for the first time once. And all this time, as I was watching it, before I got before I got caught up, I was like, dang, it must be nice being all caught up and just having to do the weekly episodes. But like when I was caught up, finally, I was like, dang, now I'm part of the 1,000 plus episodes isn't enough and I gotta wait for weekly episodes. Before I became part of that, I was already part of that club when I was watching Pokemon like Sun and Moon and then Journeys. I had to wait for weekly episodes too. So, and that's another thing. The reason why I wasn't intimidated by the length of One Piece is because I've seen all of Pokemon and I knew that was a lot. And then I looked it up and I was like, wow, this has more episodes than freaking Pokemon has more episodes than One Piece. And I waited for weekly episodes of that too when I was caught up with it. So I was like, freaking, this ain't new to me, pal. I can literally watch all of Pokemon again if I wanted to. And I can. Like, I will too. Just when the timing is right. I told my girlfriend I'd watch it with her. We're watching One Piece right now, so I can watch both shows again. Because pretty much I technically already am. She's on Syrup Village right now. When we meet my boy Usopp. I don't like talking with my mouth full. It's the whole thing of my pet peeve. My friend Graham can't stand it when people chew loudly around him. But like, yeah, One Piece isn't too long. It's just, I don't think people could handle how awesome it is. That's my way of seeing it. Like I said, you only get to experience that show watching it for the first time once. And like, once you start, there's no going back. Especially the walk to Arlong Park. Like, if that doesn't lock you in immediately, I don't know what will. I knew I was freaking glued to my screen when I was watching Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, and Usopp walk to Arlong Park to go fuck them all up. Loud ass neighbors, we deal with those all the time. Freaking, earlier I just heard one of them shout the N-word with the R too, and I'm like, welcome to the fucking ghetto, huh? But like, yeah, it's like, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but like, One Piece just isn't long enough, bro. And like, freaking, the rest of Egghead, the dubbed episodes just dropped yesterday. Oh, this is my cat, Mickey. Mickey, bro. Little rascal. That was my cat, Mickey. He's almost 2 years old. Oh, excuse me, but what was I saying? But yeah, like, freaking the rest of Egghead is finally dubbed. I watched all like 10 episodes yesterday. And you're like, well, if you already watched them in the sub, why do you watch it in dub? Because I like the dub. And apparently people think the One Piece dub is bad. It's like, no, it's not. It's good dubbing. Some people just don't freaking appreciate nothing. Like, freaking the dubbing of One Piece is awesome, bro. No one can make me hate it. unrelated, but the steak and chicken breakfast burritos from Taco Bell are fire, yo. Are fire. But, like, that's just pretty much, like, One Piece isn't long enough. I mean, like, and it's been on a roll, like, in March, like, season 2 of the live action, the rest of Egghead being dubbed. It's all, if you go on Crunchyroll, by the way, I don't know if I said this in the first video, but if you plan on watching One Piece, the anime, don't watch it on Netflix, even though I'm breaking my own rule right now because my girlfriend and I are watching it on my Netflix, but I'll probably switch it over to Crunchyroll. But, like, if you plan on watching One Piece, don't watch it on Netflix because they freaking kind of screwed up releasing the seasons. Because a couple of years ago, I think it was back in 2024, after Marineford, they released Egghead. I was like, you just skipped over like 800 plus episodes. After Marineford, it's Fishman Island. It's the freaking 2-year time skip. And freaking they are releasing like Zoe and Whole Cake Island by like parts. It's like, no. Like, just don't watch it on Netflix. Get Crunchyroll. It's all on there. It's all in dub or sub, whatever you prefer. Just watch it on Crunchyroll. I know that's an extra streaming service you have to pay for, but it's worth the money. Just don't watch it on freaking Netflix, bro. Watch it on Crunchyroll. It's so much better. Because I freaking watched all of Dressrosa on Netflix. And even that freaking filler Silver Mine arc. Whew. That fire sauce just woke up my taste buds, bro. But, yeah, watch it on Crunchyroll. Fuck Netflix. Well, I shouldn't say that, but just watch it on Crunchyroll. It has everything. And you will be satisfied. Because I remember, I was saying, I just finished Dressrosa and that freaking Silver Mine filler arc, which is irrelevant to the story, but... And then I was like, how the fuck am I going to watch the rest? Excuse my French, Ian. But then I was like, oh, wait, Crunchyroll, that has probably all of it. And lo and behold, it did. So, freaking, got to Whole Cake Island, freaking intense arc. Freaking, it was a roller coaster, dude. Like, spoiler. Yeah, spoilers. You're gonna hear spoilers on this channel about One Piece. But if you don't want to hear spoilers, click off the video. But, like, it's definitely up there with one of my favorite arcs. It's just, it sucks that freaking Sanji ended up leaving the crew this time. Like, what? First it was Usopp. No, I'm sorry. No. First, it was Nami that ended up leaving, even though she was just going back to her village to pay off her debt. She said she was going to come back, though. And then it was Usopp, and Nami did end up coming back. And then it was Usopp. Him and Luffy got in that big dispute over the fate of the Going Merry, which that's an emotional roller coaster. Whole Cake Island is pretty much like that. It is pretty much just like Water 7 in East Lobby, but like... Usopp and Luffy fighting over the Going Merry. Nico Robin leaving the crew, like, not even shortly after. And in Whole Cake Island, you got Sanji leaving. Well, the thing is, they went to Zunisha because Sanji, Chopper, Nami, and Brook fled to Zunisha while Luffy and the others stayed behind fighting in Dressrosa. And if you've seen, those who watch One Piece know what I'm talking about. Because even, like, on Sanji's wanted poster, it said wanted only alive. And that had me scratching my head. I was like, I wonder what this is about. And apparently, Sanji was in an arranged marriage with one of Big Mom's kids. One out of her 88 fucking kids. She has 88 kids, bro. How is that even freaking possible? I looked up how she has 88 kids. And boy, howdy, like... Yeah, One Piece tackles some serious stuff. And it doesn't... I don't think I could say the thing she is, because, like, sensitive words on YouTube and stuff. But apparently she was... Big Mom's a cannibal, too. When I saw that One Piece tackles cannibalism, and it showed, like, Big Mom and Elbaf, and it was on fire, I was like, she freaking ate people? And it showed that she ate that freaking old lady that was taking care of her and those other kids. I was like, damn. So Big Mom is something else that I can't say... And she's a cannibal. Fucking crazy. But it's safe to say you don't get the name Big Mom by accident. If you have 88 kids, and you had like 40-something
baby daddies or husbands or whatever, then yeah, you definitely. What's up, Mickey? You definitely don't get the name Big Mom by accident, bro. Friggin' that bitch nearly slept with half the freaking men on the Grand Line. Excuse my French again, but like, what the fuck? But as I was saying, Whole Cake Island is just like Enies Lobby, dude. Like, we got Sanji leaving the crew, and it's just so freaking sad, though. Like, his backstory is one of the saddest ever. And the thing is, after watching season 2 of the live action, you see, this might ruffle feathers, but I personally like Sanji in the live action better. Well, as far as his demeanor and personality is, because in the anime, he's, even though this word gets, I used to throw this word around loosely, but now I understand the meaning of it. He's technically kind of a simp in the anime. Falls in love with every damn woman he lays his eyes on. He's just like Brock from Pokemon. And that's a good comparison, because they both cook, and their food is probably bomb as fuck. I'd love to have Sanji cook for me. And they fall in love with every woman they lay their gosh darn eyes on. There's some thirsty boys. But the way they handled Sanji in live action, it's really perfect. Like, he's a gentleman, he's respectful. And when he was talking with Nami about, in season 2 of the live action, another spoiler, he was talking with Nami about like how he cooked his mother dinner all the time and she liked it. And like, it's just like, his mother and sister loved him to death. It's just his dad and his brothers, they were douchebags. And if you watch One Piece, you know what I'm talking about. His brothers beat the shit out of him, and so did his father. And like, freaking, he was forced into this marriage with Big Mom's daughter, Pudding. And if he didn't marry her, Zeph, who is the owner of the restaurant Baratier, would have been taken out. It's like, that's why, fucked up shit, bro. Let me get more sauce. I'll be right back. I don't know if people will find eating and make eating videos cringe, but as long as I'm not making any freaking weird noises, then I think it's fine. But like, it's like a mukbang kind of thing. But like, yeah. So, I know this video is technically about One Piece not being too long, but I'll talk about One Piece as many times as I'd like on this channel. So, it'll just go from any random One Piece subject. Also, this Pokemon coffee mug. This is my favorite one. But yeah, as far as Whole Cake Island goes, it's definitely up there with one of my favorite arcs. I just think it's kind of funny that how Big Mom's pirate crew is just her and her kids. And the fact she has some like kids who are like, the fact that she was still popping out kids at like 50 something. Mickey, god darn you. Get down. He's curious. But I'll keep those parts in the video. I just don't feel like editing right now. But Whole Cake Island is a good arc. I like it a lot. I remember I was watching it like summer of last year, June, and when I was in New York, I was finishing it. And freaking the battle between Luffy and Katakuri, that's also up there with like one of my favorite One Piece fights. Because Luffy defeated Katakuri, and Katakuri never fell on his back. But he accepted his fate because he respected Luffy as like an opponent. Me and one of my buddies on Instagram were talking about how Katakuri might team up with Luffy during the final war or something. And I was like, bro, I would literally pay to see that. That would be freaking awesome. Just to see Luffy and Katakuri fucking shit up. Excuse my French again. Oh, well, who cares, bro? But like, freaking, we have thin walls here. You know what's funny is that my dad says I am too loud when I stretch. But like, you got these neighbors arguing downstairs and their kids are always crying. The freaking cops, I'm surprised the cops haven't been here yet. Which is why every time I hear neighbors shouting, or I see cops around here, I'm like, welcome to the fucking ghetto. But like, yeah, it's just One Piece. Ah, freaking people honking their horns and stuff, dude. Trying to film a video, they don't care. But yeah, One Piece is good. I don't understand how people can say it's too long. Like, that's what makes it good. Because it's like, literally, the phrase, it's not about the destination, it's the journey, that applies to One Piece. Because it's one hell of a journey. Steak isn't bad, but I think I like the chicken one better. But I think one of my friends is finally going to watch it. I think I finally convinced him. I'm like, bro, One Piece is the real deal. You're missing out on peak fiction. And you know what's funny? Hold on. Oh, let me finish this. I'm dropping shit. But Taco Bell's the freaking. I don't know if you guys are watching this, and if you live in like different cities or countries. I don't know where else a Taco Time is other than outside of where I live in a small town of the LC Valley. But we have a Taco Time and a Taco Bell. Me personally, I prefer Taco Bell over Taco Time. I mean, Taco Time is good. That's where my girlfriend used to work, but Taco Bell's the shit. What was I saying? But yeah, it's not about the destination, it's the journey. So it's not about catching up with One Piece. I mean, yeah, it's nice to be caught up, but like once you're caught up, you're gonna wish you could watch it for the first time again. And I was the same person. I was like, bro, I can't wait to get caught up with this. It's gonna be cool. Then I had to wait for weekly episodes. Watched the ending of Egghead back in December, and then I've been waiting for One Piece to come back. We got like, what, 14, 13 days, give or take, till Elbaf like is dropping stuff. So it's gonna be good. But yeah, it's not about the destination, it's the journey. And like I was saying, One Piece is one hell of a journey that you only get to experience for the first time once. And I honestly wish I can go back and watch it for the first time. I really do. It's that good. It's a good show. It tackles real world problems. Someone pulling up outside or something? I don't know. Like I said, welcome to the ghetto. But yeah, One Piece is the shit, my guy. So don't be afraid to watch it. Just get Crunchyroll, then go from there. But once you start, there's no going back. So I think that's going to be the end of the video. I just wanted to get my second video out before I go to work today. And I don't know if people like videos of people eating and just talking about stuff, but if it's cringy, I won't do it anymore. But if for some reason people dig it, like those mukbang things, then sure. I mean, I love food as much as the next person. I'm a big bitch. But I'm just messing around. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Like I said, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, chat.